Yeah.
Okay, so what you have any ideas of things that you want to
I
go?
have I have I have only in my mind the videos I've been doing. What I can say is what I feel, and this the other computer is um what I feel in my body. I don't know if maybe you get some idea from that
Okay.
to do something.
Mhm.
Um, I'm feeling like weak, uh, but
Weak.
weak, um, soft, not strong or tone on my back,
Uh-huh.
on my butt.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Did you say your back, not strong
No,
in your back?
Like
it's
his
Um,
like
buttocks.
gluteus and
On his
Gluteus, yeah,
buttocks.
Okay,
gluteus.
butts.
gluteus,
Okay.
and tension on my um, here in the middle. How's the name in English? Between lumps, the stomach and here on the middle here.
And the
Yeah.
lower ribs.
Yeah.
Yeah, lower rib
Breathing
tension
diaphragm?
there.
Your breathing
That
diaphragm?
my diaphragm. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so weak butts, uh, gluteus, and tension here. That's what I feel today. And what do you
Okay.
think?
So I have a question, which is clinical.
Uh-huh.
So, like my thought, and I'm not going to lead because I cannot. I have a new phrase. I've just had a t-shirt made. I am soft shattered. And that I think describes everything perfectly right now in my life. But so as a clinician, I would think like maybe working on the ribs. Would that be a good place to start, Kimmy? Like maybe some a little bit of rotation. Some of the stuff that we did, I'm trying to think. Um, for the low back, I think I would start with the ribs and see what happens, what moves were easy, where there were catches, and maybe move from that. Obviously, when you get the full movement, the connection with the ribs, you can bring the pelvis into it.
Mm.
Is that a good, would that be a good place to start with what Alpha said? And if not, that's fine. Tell me why, please.
Okay. It's not where I would start.
Okay.
Um, I would probably start with paths 1 and 2 because they make a direct uh, connection between the ribs and the pelvis.
Okay. See, that's why I asked. And would you
What
do it?
position would be best to start
Right.
in? For maybe Alpha could choose that.
My first thought will be on the floor.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I thought too. Might be good.
Yeah, I don't remember
Yeah, supine. So, yeah.
with
Yeah.
my
Lying on your back with your knees bent.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't get the word. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
it's okay.
That's a good place, I think.
Yeah, I think that I would start there too.
Lifting lifting
Bridging.
the butt. Yeah, breaching. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
My first thought will be that.
Okay. I wouldn't start with bridging yet.
I would.
Just want to see how you do shifting from path 1 and between paths 1 and path 2 in supine with your knees bent. So let's try that. And now, does everyone want to try that, or do you want to have Alpha do it and we can watch him? Is that okay, Alpha, if you do it and we watch?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I was a couple of minutes late.
Yeah.
Could you just repeat what you're finding and what we're addressing? I heard you say that you're finding maybe is it pain or tension in your breathing diaphragm and your glutes? What was it?
Weak blood. Yeah, weak blood. But yeah, I
Weak
was
weakness in the glutes.
weakness. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kimi asked about some ideas to do, and I share my complainings today.
Okay, that's great.
Okay.
Yes, I just caught kind of the tail end, and I wanted to make sure I was on the same page. Thank you.
Okay. So, Alpha, if you would lie down, and can you arrange your camera so that we can see you lying down? There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, there is the Zoom is doing Zoom on the image.
The camera. I hate that.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Do you have blur your background on?
No.
No, I turn it off.
Uh-huh. Okay. No, that's pretty good. Let's see. You need to move yourself up towards your head more. Yeah. Uh-huh. Or you can move your camera so that it's pointing towards your feet more. We still can't see your feet, and we need to see your feet, or your knees at least.
There you go. If you can zoom out, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have the setting to where it's following you? That's good right there, but it's not going to stay there because it's set up to follow you.
Okay. Do you know how to get rid of that, Louise?
I think it's in the video settings.
I think is it the
Could be, but I didn't find
Video
that option.
settings.
Auto frame my video, just background and effects.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess that.
Okay, good.
Okay, good. Okay, so now just when he's lying there, what do you see?
The neck is a little bit, I mean, the chin is a little higher than the forehead, so maybe a little bit more support. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A little
Yeah.
more pillow. More than that, probably.
and I can't tell if there's a big arch in his back. His rib cage looks really big and up.
Yes, I agree. It's hard to know where that's coming from.
Alpha, could you take your hand and just slide it under the small of your back and tell me if you feel space or if your back's touching the, oh, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so you have a lot of arch in your low back there. Okay, and do you know, using the pathways, how you would try to flatten your back?
I will turn this.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now, could you get your feet and legs to help you do that? Okay, first of all, could you bring your feet together towards the center so that they're more in line with your body? Yeah, good. And see if you can make your feet pointing straight,
Parallel.
parallel to your body. No, your toes need to go in.
Toes pointing forward, yeah, away from you. Yeah.
That's it.
There you go. Place the balls of your feet down.
Okay, good. Now, what would happen if you shifted? Can you move your feet closer to your buttocks? Is that comfortable for you?
A little, not.
What's uncomfortable when you do that?
I have to arch more
You have to arch more.
to bring
That's interesting.
the feet. I have to arch more, like doing.
Okay, So now what would happen if you put your fingers on your pubic bone? That's right, both hands. Yeah. And as you bring your feet, no, let's do something else first. Could you lift your knee on one side and bring it towards your chest? Lift it up off the floor. Lift your foot up the floor, off the floor, and bend your hip so that your knee goes towards your chest. And what happens to your low back when you do that?
Tension.
Tension.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it get closer to the floor or further from the floor?
No, it's still away.
It's still away. Okay. And what about the other leg? You do the same thing with the other leg.
Less effort, less tension.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah. And when I do in this position, I feel flat on my back.
Uh-huh. Okay. And can you do that on the right leg?
Yeah.
Oh, uh-huh.
More. I have to bring it more.
Uh-huh. Okay. I'm going to have you try something else. Could you be on your hands and knees? So
Turn.
turn over. Yeah. Okay, good. And now, can you move your buttocks towards your heels? That's it. Good. And can you feel how your back lengthens when you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. How does that feel when it gets lengthened?
Feels like releasing, like a nice feeling.
Okay, good.
But feeling like a stop, like
There's a place where it stops.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. Now, could you try exhaling while you do that? Does that make it any easier?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want Alpha's spine to be straight or rounded? Give me.
Right now, I'm not worried about his upper spine so much. I'm just trying to sort of get the lower spine to be able to flex more.
I'm going into past 2 there.
That's correct.
So I'm trying to glide all my back.
Good. So you can feel how your back is lengthening there, right?
Yeah.
But I would like you to imagine that you're lying on your back and you're bringing your knees towards your chest. And the same thing is going to happen. Your back is going to respond in the same way.
It's true. This is the same, almost the same movement on the way back on the.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. So now you can switch back to being on your back. Nicely done. Okay. And first you're going to bring your one foot towards your head, lift your foot up again, right? And feel how your low back lengthens.
Yeah.
And then you can do the other side. That's it. Very nice. Now, while you're doing that, could you put your fingers on your pubic bone again and feel how that's moving? That's it. You feel how it rolls upward towards your head.
Yeah, nicely. And my upper back is doing noises.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
right around the diaphragm attachment around the base of your ribs
Maybe.
or higher up? Where is it?
No, higher up, a
Higher
little.
up.
Okay. And is it possible for you to lift one leg and then lift the other leg?
Like,
Good. And every time you lift the leg, I want you to exhale. Good. Okay. So next, you're going to lift one leg and leave it there, and then leave your leg up, keep your leg up, and then bring the other leg up also. So you have both legs up. And then one leg down, and then the other leg down.
Oh, your video just froze.
Oh, yep.
Oh, there we go. It's
One leg down, the other leg down. Good. Okay. How's that feel?
I got the feeling of some strange flexing back of my body, like new something, like flexing. There is some strange feeling of flexing, and it's strange because it's new.
Uh-huh. Is it painful?
No, no, no. It feels like this.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Lower part of my body, like something can be more flexible.
Be more flexible. Okay, that's good. And how does your back feel in relation to the floor right now?
And I can feel, you see, the December
Yeah,
now is not.
it's much smaller or maybe your back is flat on the floor. Okay, now the next thing that we need to do is to figure out how you can get into this position with your back flat on the floor, with your knees up and not having to move your knees towards your head. Okay, so how can we change the direction of the force that's coming from your feet so that your back can flatten on the floor
Without.
lifting?
uh,
Okay, we can try a few things here. First of all, bring your feet closer together. Yeah, so that they're in line with your hips, right? I think your right foot needs to be even closer to the other one. Yeah, that's better. Okay. And now, what happens if you just lift the front of your right foot?
like
What
this,
happens in your pelvis?
like this.
Put your hand on your ASIS so that you can feel it. Do you feel the ASIS move? Yeah, I see it move.
Yeah, it's doing this.
Uh-huh. So when you lift your foot up, your low back gets closer to the ground. And your ASIS moves towards your head. That's it. Okay, and do the other side too. Try it on the left. And you can breathe out as you lift your foot. Mm-hmm. Good. And now try lifting both feet at the same time.
The really bottom of my back is touching the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels really nice.
Good. Now put your hands on your lower ribs. Yeah. Do the same movement and see how your ribs are moving. That's it. How would you describe their movement?
Makes me do feeling of relaxation, an inner relaxation, like going to sleep.
Uh-huh. And can you feel your ribs are moving down towards your feet?
I feel the skin.
Uh-huh.
And with my hands, I'm
Right.
guiding the ribs down.
Mm-hmm. Good. And you could put your hands also on, you could try putting your hands on your breastbone up higher, right? You can leave one hand on your lower ribs and one on your breastbone. Yeah. Mhm. That's it. Uh-huh. And now you need to add one more thing, and that is to move your chin towards your Adam's apple as when you're lifting your feet. That's it. So we're doing path 2, right? We're lengthening the back. Because the back is lengthening, the front moves down and your chin moves down so that the back of your neck lengthens. Chin down. That's better. And you exhale. Inhale when your feet go flat.
I'm getting distracted with the feeling of not being strict with myself. Something like that.
Can you say some more about that?
I thought my connection. Yeah, I got a sensation, a feeling of being more permissive with myself.
Uh-huh. Is that bad or good?
Yeah, my body gets more flexible, and also is my mind is have a range of tolerance. I would say.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a kind of different holding for me, like holding myself without tension, without holding my organs and breathing, holding my inner body. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to express, but it's a nice feeling. Yeah.
Okay, why don't you stand up and see how that feels?
Yeah, I was thinking
You can take your time to walk.
Walk a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a feeling or a posture of not this, more this, and even that remain on
Erect.
vertical.
Yeah. So you're I think you're saying that you can relax. You don't
Yeah,
have to work so hard to remain erect.
yeah,
A lot of tension.
without tension of remain erect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get core integration? No, I just
And it feels like holding my organs. Yeah, it feels different, like holding my organs.
Uh-huh.
I can see the difference on my
On the screen.
screen.
Yeah.
yeah, it's nice that you have the recording to go back to also because it's a great change.
And you are an excellent student. The way that you followed Kimi's directions, I could really see your body changing.
And it was, I don't know if we're ready for some observations or not. I don't want to butt in yet.
It's okay with me if we have observations.
I guess
Thank
I
you.
guess an hypothesis. And maybe that's I have more bones than meat.
That's integration.
Hello, Dave.
Well done to both of you, to you, Alpha, and to Kimmy, because there was a great change in a very small period of time, and it was for me like 100% the masterful application of core movement integration.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it wasn't, like I was thinking, oh, starting to pathologize the tight psoas, the external leg rotation. There's maybe pelvic floor stuff going on with the glutes being weak and antagonist. Like I'm kind of going through this shower of anatomical possibilities.
Uh-huh.
And instead, kind of leaving the limbs out of it essentially, and just getting into this core integration, which is exactly what you did with the path 1 and 2. Then sort of everything else kind of found its place in this flow, going from tension to flow. So instead of holding yourself up with a tight psoas stabilizer, everybody's kind of on board but a little tense. Instead, you're kind of letting the energy move through you in a softer, more integrated way. And your genius, Kimmy, is that you helped him find that. And supine is a really good supportive way to start, but it didn't happen to work for him. So getting him in the quadruped to find that was awesome. And I just the rhythm of it all,
Very skillful.
yeah, was really beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I know
Yeah.
this is what we've been studying, and but
And I think
it's
that
only starting to settle in for me.
good. I think that one of the benefits of core integration is that we learn to do the same movements in different positions. And each position has emphasizes different aspects of the pathway. And going into the child's pose is really a way to help people lengthen their low back. And it's very easy, and it's very easy for people to control how far they go so that they don't go too far. And it's just something to remember when you get that patient who has a stuck low back.
Yeah, very, very. It was a very, very beautiful interaction throughout. It was really, really, really well done for both of you.
Yeah, so I'm not sure why, Alpha, but you have a tendency to want to hold your legs far apart, not in line with the rest of your body. They're sort of out to the side when you're lying on your back.
Is it the same for you in standing, Alpha? When you stand, are your toes pointing forward or are they out to the sides or
All family.
the whole family? It's family. The way you learn how to stand. That's how you stand in your family. Yeah, that can be definitely
With the
learned.
inward a little bit.
The heels in, the toes out. Yeah.
Huh.
You can see now my knees, because my pants, but my knees is going in. And I'm not the worst in the family.
But in walking, his feet do come in, but that I think it's the right. He does have that.
Mm-hmm.
So Kimmy and Deb, when you see that in I get it matters, but it probably doesn't matter as much in supine or even I don't know about quadruped, but do you just do the CMI lesson and see what happens? Like when is that wide base of support an issue during a lesson? Obviously, maybe standing, right? Because you're going to get different feed.
Well, yeah, I did correct him while he was lying on his back, and it's just because I felt that the that he would get a more direct force coming from his feet to his pelvis if he were better aligned. And if he's way out to the side, then a lot of the force is dissipated because the force always travels in a straight line. So it's not, it would go into the pelvis at an angle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We feel that in sitting a lot also when we talked about practicing and sitting to try to think about your alignment.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be sitting
and to
anymore.
keep moving in sitting position.
Yeah.
What was that, Louise?
No, speaking of sitting, I just felt like I needed to not be sitting. Because that's it. Do you sit a lot, Alpha, also? Or no?
Oh, he's going to school. He sits a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does a lot of editing.
Yeah. So I mean you may want to do some squatting just to get your glutes back on, and it's like it's not core movement integration, but if you're standing, with your sit bones together, your hip bones apart because your toes are out, so your legs are externally rotated. If this is your habitual standing pattern, hip points open, sit bones together, and then you go to sit like this, you're reinforcing that pattern. And just as a counter movement, you could stand with your toes maybe even slightly pointing to each other, and then sit back so that you're opening your sit bones, drawing your hip bones towards each other. And so it's kind of like doing pathways 1 and 2, but into a little bit more of a squat, so that you're also strengthening your hips. So you're not dumping into your knees. You're really pulling your hips back to strengthen the glutes. Knees right over the ankles. So it's just, working with the hip points might be a good place to feel that. So it's not as much, into the whole spine of flexion and extension. You're not really extending and flexing the spine, but you're hinging at the hips. So you're doing kind of path 1 and 2 right into the pelvis. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Could you turn to the 90 degrees so we can see and a little? Yeah. Then we need to see you a little lower.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more of you too, if you step away from the camera.
And maybe I'll
I was
just
talking to Alpha.
You mentioned Luis or me?
Yes. So we can see what happens when you do this squatting exercise that, yeah.
you take your feet a little bit wider than your hips, so there's room for your pelvis to roll forward as your hips roll back. You can place your hands on your ASIS, or you can place one hand on an ASIS, one hand on a sit bone. You can find a sit bone.
Yeah, they're way down there. Yeah.
Yeah, and then as you come into the squat, taking your hips back, keep your spine long, and you got to use a little glute here, right? And you
Yeah.
can feel your sit bone moving a little bit wider and your hip bones coming towards each other. And then you come up to stand and you can feel the sit bones coming back towards each other and hip bones coming apart. So hinge, get into your glutes and stand. And avoid the temptation of sort of drawing in around your tailbone. Just let your tailbone be free when you come in. So it's a standing variation, I guess.
Right. So this is a little bit like it's related to what you were doing when you were doing the child's pose on your hands and knees.
Yeah.
But you're doing it standing and in a much smaller range.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing.
And you could do it at a chair also, or you could do it, maybe with a chair back so that.
I was thinking what we do in quadruped, but when you lean on
the table.
you lean on the table and you do path 3 and 4. You bend one knee and one knee stays straight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because basically you're opening this place in your body that's kind of help height, and that's going to help the lower back, I think, as well.
Yeah.
So you could be like this.
Yeah. So there's a lot of options. It's all the same thing, and you could do it if you don't like to be on your knees. You can do quadruped at the chair rather. So you could do.
Which would be a good break when he's on the computer, just
Exactly.
waiting for something to print or something.
Yeah. So what you just did on your knees, you do it at your chair. You take a little standing break. And I like the knee down option, actually. I just did that, Deb. It's like automatic.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a really nice variation. But what I found really interesting is that I get this kind of really chronic tight psoas from when I sit too long. It's like my body just thinks I want to stay there forever. And it's trying to help me out. And I find interesting that, restoring that path 1 and 2 helps release that, because it's not instinctive to me. But really what we're doing is we're getting I guess we're kind of softly releasing. Softly releasing was this kind of gentle.
With the forward and backward tilting of the pelvis.
Yeah. And the breath, that helps too. Yeah.
And I think the upper body's just as much of the thing going on, because if the upper body's tight, it's keeping the lower body tight.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Alpha is a little tight, I think he's pretty tight in his ribs.
Mhm.
And he tends to flare out his lower ribs.
And that could be it's I have the same thing, Alpha, so don't feel like you're singled out. And it's the same thing from it's your hip flexor, the psoas, if you're sitting all day and then you're sitting, and you come to stand and it doesn't want to lengthen. So you get this because it's still pulling you short. So there's this thing happening. So this can't take place because there's this kind of pulling.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like standing, relaxing my front,
Yeah.
holding my organs, and remain vertical.
And you might want to think of connecting the back and the front, like when you were explaining after you had this sense of flowing up and down, like a big kind of
Yeah.
circle. And I could do like a little visual with imagining tailbone to pubic bone to sternum to chin, because yeah, there's this. It's connected, it's lifted up, and then it's flowing back down. So instead of being here, you got that gentle currenting that pulls your tailbone, lifts up your pubic bone, connects to your sternum, connects to your throat, and then flows back down. So sacrum heavy. There's this kind of looping. So it's not kind of disconnected. I don't know.
That's a good visual.
It's something that you described that I could relate to when you were in supine.
Have a lot of things to play now.
Yeah. But it's still that same front back plane, the pass 1 and 2.
Yeah. And we can take it into 3 and 4, and 3 and 4 might help uh, loosen up the pelvis more, especially, and the ribs. But maybe that's for another day. I
Yeah.
think that you should work on what we've done so far, and then maybe next time we can see how 3 and 4 would fit in with that.
I have a lot of things to practice, Kimmy.
Yes, and to think about, to feel.
And thank you for giving us your specific concerns so we get all to play. I'm going to play the video again and do it with you, supine, because that was beautiful.
So maybe in 2 weeks, maybe another one can present their complaints.
Sure, we can pick at someone else, huh?
I'm sure you at least.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Either that, or if you were interested in seeing how using pass 3 and 4 could help with what you're having trouble with, we could do that too. But
And another piece I'm interested because I do have a lot of the same things that you experience, a little excessive lumbar lordosis, the rib flaring, the head forward thing. I would love to see a way, maybe with path 3 and 4, to really get it integrated all the way up here.
yeah,
Because I can do this thing and all that, and then I'm still there's that last piece.
okay, yeah. I didn't spend a lot of time on that because I thought that there was enough
It's
to,
a hard. It's
for them to work on lower.
yeah. It's the hardest I find to get it.
And
With Vivienne, we did some work supine that was very helpful around that.
Alpha, one of the things I noticed when you did the pathways with your hands on the chair, there's a point when you are going into pathway 2, coming towards child's pose, like you were on the floor, that your back, I've tried to get my camera to adjust, but it's obviously not going to. Your back, so you're going down and you start, your head comes forward, your shoulders round. And I wonder if when you practice that, you can try to feel that and initially like stop at that point before you start the curving instead of like having a straighter back. I mean, we're not all perfect. I wonder if that would make a difference because I think once you notice it and do it to that point, then you can obviously move behind it. But especially when you were doing like the squats, your spine was curved and not so much your spine, but your head. Because I'm thinking when I do child's pose, I guess there is a little curve in my neck, but usually, my forehead's on the floor and it's straight, and then you get a gentle curve, but you had a big curve, like right, yeah, that head is tucking under. And I don't know if that would make a difference to you.
Alpha, when you move your head, think that you're going to move your chin towards your Adam's apple, not towards your chest.
Yeah, that's a great cue.
So it's backwards.
That's better.
Yeah.
Because that would probably take some of that stress away too.
Yeah, you're loading the front of your neck with your head rather than the back.
One thing I've been playing with is with your tongue to draw it towards the back of the roof of your mouth, and that puts you in flexion.
Mm.
You start at the front of your teeth, draw it back.
I'm practicing a lot of that when I'm walking on the mornings. It's
Oh,
beautiful.
good.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, go ahead, Alpha.
I'm sleeping at night.
Good.
So there's a difference between neck flexion, right?
Yeah.
And neck retraction,
Mm.
right?
It's like what the chicken does. Or a pigeon.
Okay, so
Humans, Deb.
you get much more lengthening of the muscles in the back of your neck if you do retraction than if you do flexion.
Well, we can do some more on the upper spine and paths 3 and 4 next time. Unless you want to take a break, Alpha, you can let us know
Yeah.
next session.
Yeah,
Where
if you want
to
someone
go.
else to be the guinea pig.
Yeah.
There's we can try with another one, but we can remain the topic. That's interesting.
Yeah,
We could do a little review for him, and then
yeah,
someone else.
Well, Deb, you've always mentioned that lower back thing is really, really common. And I think this thing is really common as well.
Yes.
And it's very helpful to have more tools in the toolbox around that, or just more experience with different ways to integrate it. Because it's far from
Yeah, it requires a lot of attention when you want to retrain yourself.
Yeah. Because it's got the head and the eyes and all that stuff. And he wants to take us places too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alpha, for being our
Yes, thank
Our demo.
demo. And I hope it was helpful for you and that you feel better.
Oof.
Yeah. You can let us know next time whether it helped.
We will meet again on the
In 2 weeks.
Yeah,
20.
it should be the 25th.
25th.
So I'm gonna run because I got a phone call. I
Okay.
got an event tonight, so I gotta probably
Okay.
catch that. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I have to get to work. Thanks,
Yeah.
everyone.
Thank you so much.
Deb.
Thank you.
And I send you.
That's worth.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'll see you tomorrow, Kimi.
Tomorrow.
Thursday.
That's right.
I know. What day is it? Ah.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.